Welcome to Intro to Media Technology Exam Preparation Part 2 in Adobe Illustrator. Let's go. And we open up Illustrator. And in Illustrator, we create a new file. And the new file in Illustrator has to be, set the document to be in A4 sized print. New file. I go to print and I go to A4. And that's all what I have to do, nothing else. And I go to create. Done. Now, next point is draw 4 different circles on the artboard. Ensure that they are all touching, overlapping. One of these circles should have 3 centimeters diameter. All circles should be green with a 3-point blue stroke. Okay, so let's start from the back. Let's go to the colors first. I'm gonna choose a green, should be green in the fill, and the stroke is blue. And 3 points, 1, 2, 3. And now I can go ahead and start to create 4 circles. But the first circles, remember, one of them has to be 3 centimeters. So I'm gonna go to my ellipse tool or press L and double click or just click, and I just can type in 3 centimeters and here as well 3 centimeters. Done. I have a green circle with a blue stroke. And now create 3 other ones and they have to overlap. Okay, let's create the next one. Pressing Shift on my keyboard, I'm creating one, I'm creating another one, and maybe I'm creating another one. So there we have 3 different circles, 4 in total, one of them 3. So this task is finished. Next task, combine all shapes together into one shape. The stroke should be continuous along the outer edge. Okay, so that would mean combine them. How do I combine them again, all of these together? I need to select them all. Multiple ways to do it. Combine, make it one shape. I would use the Pathfinder here, yeah, and use combine, now it's one shape. You could alternatively use the shape builder tool, and if you go to shape builder and just go ahead like this, now it's combined as one shape as well. So either one will work. So this step is finished. Number 3, create a new second artboard that is 200 millimeter wide by 180 millimeter tall. So now we create a new artboard. So if it doesn't show up, I would go to Window, Artboards. There is my artboard here, plus a new one, and double click on this new one, and it should be 200 by 180. Beautiful. And then I'm gonna go to the next step, change the title of this artboard to Smile. So I just need to call it or name it Smile. Smile. There we go. And say, okay, now I have 2 artboards. One is this one and the other one is this one, number 2. And now it says, using the pen tool, draw a smiley face on the Smile artboard. Something like that. Lines should be 4-point black. Circle should be yellow 100%. So let's make sure that we have that correct. Circle 100% yellow. If I click on yellow, you want to make sure it's 100% yellow or FFF 200. So this is correct, as exactly as specified. Lines should be 4-point black. Okay, so I select black and I go to point number 4. And now I'm going to create the pen tool and just create my smiley face. So before I'm going to create my smiley face, of course, I'm going to create the big circle. So something like this. That's the head. And now I can go to my pen tool, of course, and create something like that. And now if I want to go back again and create my 2 circles, I can create 1 circle, and then I would copy paste in place basically another circle, and just like go ahead, simple smiley face, done. Beautiful. So once this is finished, I go back to here. Write the words practice 2. So I'm going to copy practice 2. Below the smiley face. Below the smiley face, I need to write the word practice 2. So I'm going to go to my text tool. And now I want to make sure that we choose the right font. Use the Silom font, size 88. Silom font size, I type in Silom. Okay, and I use the size to be 88. That's it. And I paste it actually, practice 2. And now it doesn't say practice 2, it says to practice because my settings here are on Hindi. Arabic, so it has to be like this. All right, so now it's practice 2, done. Finish. Save the file in 3 ways. Save artboard smile only as a file that is universal, can be opened by any computer. So that means smile only needs to be saved as a JPEG file, yeah, by any computer, and set the file quality to be below 15 kilobytes. Title the file 2A. All right, so this has to be saved as JPEG only. So I go to File, and now Save As would not help. I need to go to Export, and if it says 100, it's 34 kilobytes, but it needs to be less than 15. So I'm just going to change it to maybe, 50%. No, let's say 35%. That should be doing it. 11.79 kilobyte. I'm happy. I say save, and now I go to my desktop and call this file 2A. Done. And if you go on your desktop, 2A is only the smiley face. Perfect. The next thing should be save the file that retains Illustrator layers and edits for future editing. So that should be an Illustrator file, and we call it 2B. Okay, no problem. So here we go just to File, Save As, on my computer, desktop, and call this 2B. Save. And now the last step is save as a PDF file, call it 3C. Okay, here we need to go to File, Save As, again, file format here, Adobe PDF, and I want to use all the artboards, yeah, and I call this 3C. It's on my desktop, and I say save. And now I want to make sure General Illustrator default, that's fine. There is no specifications for print. I just say save PDF, and that's fine. If there is a specification for print, I need to use the context dialog and say high quality print. So part 3 now. Open file 1A and 2A in Adobe Bridge. And the second part is save these files as a single PDF that displays both images on one page, and title the file 3A. So I need to open Adobe Bridge first. And on my desktop, I have 1A and I have 2A. Perfect. But I need to have 1A here, 2A here. So I need to change in my output dialog. Yeah, if it's not to output, you need to go to output and change here the grid and margins and just say, I want to only use 2 rows and 1 column. So now you have 2 and 1. Yeah, 1 column and 2 rows, and I just drag and drop 1 here, drag and drop 2 here, and I say export to PDF, and now I call this file, place on desktop, 3A, and save. Done. Now this is finished. Last step of the exam is now finally check that all files have the correct time and date. So let me see. I want to make sure on my desktop I should have 6 files. 1A, 1B Photoshop, 2A is practice, 2B Illustrator, and 3A is both of them together. So 3C is the PDF here as well. So that's 6 files. Okay. And now I want to make sure put all folder in the name, your name, ID practice. I summon these up together, so shift select them, new folder with 6 items, and call this new folder first name underscore practice 2. Done. And then I have to compress this folder and submit to BBL. So compressing it would be going to compress. Now it's done. And very important last part, your total file size should not exceed 25 megabytes. Okay, let's see. How big is this one? It's 21.6 megabytes. Perfect. You take this, submit it on BBL. Thank you for watching. Good luck.